bro. Or no, that is the correct
This
camera.
camera just look blurry.
It sure the fuck do. I love how the camera don't want to work now. Like, what the fudge?
Screw it. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. Welcome, 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 love buzz. Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. It's so wonderful to see y'all again. I've arose from the dead. Cause like, bro, I haven't uploaded literally since Christmas. And so, I've been on a healing journey, as everybody in their mid-20s does. And yeah, no, I've been just honestly contemplating on what the fuck I wanted to do and come back to do. And I wanted to do a podcast and sit down with somebody. And I found me somebody out on the streets, bro. Like, they just decided.
Damn, I'm just like
No.
a homeless man now.
No.
Like I'm just
I
out here
can't
on
remember
the
that joke.
streets.
No.
It's okay.
No. This is my longtime friend, King. And why don't you introduce yourself? Oh, we need to stay in focus. So
Right.
we probably need to sit up straight.
Yeah. So
Yes. Good posture. But introduce yourself.
all right. So I'm King. Or I go by King on all my socials. King Melanola on Instagram if you want to follow me there. Basically a huge nerd and also very into music and the pop culture and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah. All right. Been queen. Alrighty. So
Being queer, as she said.
But yeah, no, I wanted to let's get this started. Let's just hop right into it. The main topic that I wanted to get into, it's gonna be a little bit of backstory to lead up into it. But let me just say my thesis in general, so you guys can be like, the fuck. But Doechii the artist would fall for JINSHI from Apothecary Diaries. So I have been on a binge as sorts of watching like the whole Apothecary series right now. I haven't read it, but I've been watching it, and JINSHI would be like the perfect match, or like that type of person would be the perfect match for someone like Doechii. And as somebody who is more aligned with her sexuality per se, like pansexual, I want JINSHI. Like he fits the mold perfectly. So I could go further into it, but like I want to hear your thoughts into that. Like, what do you have any questions for me, or like, do you agree? Like,
Well, one, this will require me to like actually like watch Apothecary Diaries, and I've like watched a tidbit of it, but not like a lot. So from what I have watched, I mean, he just kind of gives me like the male version of Mulan, right?
the
Because Mulan was an androgynous woman who portrayed a male. He's an androgynous male who portrays a woman from time to time. And
It's the fact of like, I'm upset for multiple reasons. One, I thought about that once. I literally thought about that once. Like, this like a whole ass Mulan for real, but like in a more sexier way. And it's probably because he got a dick. But
well, that would help.
yes, for me personally, I like the phallic shaped thing. So like, but it's also the fact of like, no, mainly due to the fact of like his position within the show. He's like, spoiler alert. I should probably say that right now. Spoiler alert for anybody who has not watched Apothecary Diaries. Because I'm going to give some spoilers that are revealed at the end of the end of season 2. And honestly, heavy ass fucking hints throughout the entire series, honestly, even throughout the first season. But he's basically the Sun's emperor. Or not the Sun's emperor, but he's the emperor's son, like secret second son or whatever. Mm-hmm. And they had to hide him type shit. So, yeah. Oh, I should be talking to you. Well, I'm actually talking to you. So let me look at you and not the.
Well, the camera matters because we need the
actually like focus in, and also it needs to not also Oh, okay. I'm about to say like, what you mean disconnected? Also need to make sure we're in focus as well. So,
But we are having conversations, so continue.
yes. So like, it's also the he has to keep it hidden, and so like the whole backstory is like he's keeping his like real identity hidden, so he has to pretend to be a eunuch, which is more already a androgynous role in their society, in like ancient Chinese like society or Asian society, because you have to remove your masculine part so you don't deflower the women that are in the court. So it's like he's already on the level of being attracted to men because of that. So like because of that, he's already kind of like semi dealing with the gazes of both men and women. So understanding like that like predatorial of like, oh, I gotta like protect myself from people just wanting me for my looks and all that. Like he understands that portion of it. The fact that he listens to like the main character Mao Mao, and respects her opinion. Though I will grant it, it's because like she's educated, and don't get it twisted. He still falls for misogyny like every now and again. And I don't like how we use the word misogyny.
Ooh, let's talk about it. Why you don't like how we use the word misogyny specifically?
I feel like the term means the hatred of women, and I feel like a lot of men don't hate women. Like they don't want them dead. They don't want them lit. They want to control them. They want to use them as puppets. So they don't innately hate them, but they do not respect them. They do not value them. And I feel like if we should either kind of like tweak the definition a little bit or find another term for that.
Yeah, I just think that, like you said, it is a respect thing because a lot of men don't respect women. And it's just because we live in a very like patriarchal society where it's kind of almost encouraged to disrespect women.
Yes, like to show your authority, to show your power. Oh, I'm gonna disrespect this bitch. I'm gonna disrespect this woman. She can't tell me what to do. I'm the man in this. Like, sir, you ain't got the qualifications to order me around. Like, you've been stuck in the same position. But like, it's crazy.
Well, it also depends because I also tell people everything in life is, it's about balance, right? Like if a man is wanting to have, like I'm not saying that this is right, but from a perspective of like, certain things, right? Some men believe that if they're taking care of like all the bills, or if they're taking care of like all these things, etc., that they should have full control over the household. They should have full control over X, Y, and Z. And in some sense, I feel like there's some things that they can have control over or that they can like request out of a person, but it's up to that person whether or not they want to give or not.
You know my opinion on that, and it's gonna get a little bit personal. Somebody in my like family, typically the women in my family are always the breadwinners.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to get too personal in it, but there is a relative that I have that is the breadwinner, and she is the breadwinner, and their partner, their husband, doesn't really do much except for like the housely duties, for real.
So he's like a house husband.
Yes, and it's like.
I mean, some men are okay with that.
Yeah, but like growing up, that mentality that men have of like, I'm paying the bills, I'm doing this, da, 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 I have control of the house, da, da, da. That relative also had that as well, and the people growing up in that, like, they didn't really like feel like they can go out and like come and talk to us for real, and like, oh, we can't really come over for real because like, oh my god, what?
It's because of light.
I know, right? I just get sun glare in my eyes. Jesus Christ. But like, I can understand just like the concept of money really corrupts people, and it's so sad. Even to like the base level of like raising people and like just running a household. Oh, I pay majority, or even being in a fucking relationship at times from personal experience. Oh, I pay more of this fucking camera. I don't know why it keeps.
It's because of like you have to be looking at the camera for it to stay kind of focused on you.
Okay, so like right here. All right.
But
So
we can, like I said, we can have conversation and still look at the camera if you want. I'm okay with that.
okay, I like also like looking at you and like having a conversation as well.
I know
But
it's so as I like to joke, I call it the watching. I watch way too much reality TV and RuPaul. So what he always says is that you gotta make sure that you keep your eye on the camera because you gotta know where all your cameras at, right? But still talk as if you're still like me and you are here, but here.
okay, I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah.
Throughout the whole stream. You hear that, chat? We're gonna follow RuPaul's lead in this.
Cause him and Michelle be like right next to each other with big like glass things right between them, but they be talking as if they're like when he talks to the camera, it feels as if he's talking directly to Michelle, even though she's like over here.
Right there. Huh. That sounds like some COVID restriction shit, honestly.
I mean, it was during COVID, but that's specifically the only time y'all remember that.
Why the fudge do I want White Castles now?
It's because you smoked.
I know, but like I'm looking at you like what was in it? I even said there was some witch herbs in that shit too. What did you put in it?
I ain't put nothing in it.
I do not.
Good old-fashioned tree.
Condone drugs, but cannabis is fine as a plant. Same as poppy seed, but don't be doing that. Don't. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, let's get back to the topic. And
I was about to say, listen, drugs is crazy.
Let's not get on that topic.
We can spin back on that only because there's something that correlates with that.
With
Doechii and with also Lil Nas, but.
Oh, because you did also want to talk about Lil Nas and what happened with him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let's
Doechii.
Yes, let's dissect a bit more. Let me further my case on why I believe JINSHI is a very good competitor, or not even competitor, a good companion for Doechii. Two, as somebody who likes men and women, it's very attractive when a man is able to like flip flop, like just because like men, especially down low men, they don't ever want to admit they love a stud. They love down in a stud, bro. It's crazy how they love down in a stud.
As a pansexual man, I can tell you with my whole chest that I would stud down.
Like it's they don't want to admit it. They never want to admit it, but we all know it's an open secret. But it's okay. We still love y'all. That's the crazy thing too. You be out, and majority of women be okay with it because, like, Doechii said it herself. I'm admitting it. We would prefer you being a little bit fruity. Like, it's insane that y'all don't just want to come to terms with it.
Well, because not every woman is that open, and that's the other issue too, right? Because a lot of times is men come out as bisexual or pansexual, or that the fact that they may like more than just a woman, or just more than just a cis woman, right? Then all of these things come into factor that they're, oh no, you're gonna leave me for a man, you're gonna leave me for someone with like with parts that I don't have, right? And it's an insecurity that a lot of straight like a lot of heterosexual cis women have.
I don't want to. I'm not gonna.
Even queer women will say this sometimes, and I'm like, how can you be like bi, but then think that it's not okay for your dude to also be?
I feel like that's. I would like to get into a different topic of. I don't even want to bring that up now. I can bring that up in a later different topic, but that's weird. No, like I'm at a point personally where I fully agree with Doechii in her statement. Like straight men, I do not like this freaking whistling. Maybe I need to just camera. Let's
Find
not.
us.
Please come and find us.
Focus.
Oh no, it's like actually okay. There we go. A lot better. Train of thought. Come back, please. Oh, I agree with her. Like, I would want someone who has also experienced like the toxic masculine practices that men do when they want to acquire a partner. And that's the reason why I would date a woman, because like they understand that. But it's also the fact that, like, you know what's crazy? Some women do it too.
I'm gonna say
like,
some people are just toxic.
And it makes me so sad that, like, sweetie, you've been conditioned. You're succumbing to your conditioning. Wake up, please.
Wake up.
Wake up, get up, please. Please. Wake up, get up. I need y'all to wake up. Get up.
Wake up.
Don't even stay woke, because y'all niggas ain't even staying woke. You need to get up. But no, seriously, like the practices of like dating is so predatorial now that like that's the reason why there's a like what did you say it was? A male epic. I heard it before, but I don't believe it.
Male loneliness epidemic.
Nigga, I'm lonely. The fuck? Y'all not lonely. Y'all not understanding. That's what it is. And I'm tired of it. And now I'm not becoming understanding. So fuck, like that's what it is. You've officially angered so many women. You've officially like thrown off so many women that it's just like, I'm cool. And whenever somebody does try to give you a chance, you don't want to accept their boundaries. Maybe y'all need to come up with y'all own boundaries too. That's another thing. I think a lot of y'all allow shit to happen to y'all to not like understand why boundaries are a thing. And I can say that for somebody who did not understand boundaries in their previous relationship and allowed a lot of shit to happen to me and to that previous person. So like, learn what boundaries are. Learn to decipher them, learn what yours are, and understand that we have been conditioned to think a way that is not really productive for us. Okay? I will go further into it, but I feel like that'll turn off a lot of people. And I want to go further into why JINSHI is just really hot to me. So let's do it. Let's get into my type of anime man, shall we?
Well, let's before we get to that.
Oh,
because I do want to finalize something because we were talking about this. So one of the things that we're like, why we say that JINSHI would be perfect for Doechii, and why specifically Nikki also thinks that JINSHI would be perfect for someone like, themselves. Is because of the fact that, Doechii says that she prefers, straight men are a red flag. And why do you think that straight men are a red flag? Like, why do you consider a straight man a red flag for yourself?
As somebody who has claimed, like in a recent relationship, recently claimed to have dated a straight man, I hate to put that in air quotes. They ain't gonna look at this. They're not. But I hate to put it in air quotes, but they claimed that they were a straight man, but they primarily dated queer women. And to me, that's a red flag, because why are you dating primarily queer women? If you are yourself claim to not be queer yourself, is it because you are trying to be predatory and you want to have sexual experiences on behalf of the gay community or the LGBT community? Like, I want to have threesomes, but only with women. That's weird.
I mean,
That's weird.
okay, I can see that. I think it's more so like sometimes men try to fulfill their fantasies and they try to find a person that maybe can fulfill their fantasy permanently. Right? I think ultimately sometimes it's about like
That's selfish.
it there is.
Because like you're not thinking about that other person's fantasies and what their desires
Well,
are.
you could. It just again, a lot of men don't. Some do. Again, it's about give and takes. Like sometimes they find the person that already kind of fits what they want, and maybe they just need like this adjustment, or maybe they want like maybe okay, like for instance, some people might be like, okay, I like you specifically in this blonde hair, so I'm gonna purposely pay for you to get your hair done and for it to be blonde.
People don't really love you. They only love potential. Like I'm about to quote that whole fucking line from No Name. People don't really love you. They only love potential. Then not the person right in front of them, but the person they'll turn into. After I heard that like lyric, it was like holy fuck.
I mean,
oh no, no.
Sometimes because it's sometimes we see the diamond in the rough, right? Like sometimes we don't like. You might not see yourself as the diamond, but we see the diamond.
Okay, cool. What if that mineral or that rock don't want to be a diamond? What if it wants to be an amethyst or a topaz?
I mean, whatever beautiful stone.
Granted enough was crazy. Sorry. Side note, my birthstone is a diamond. I fucking hate diamonds. I hate them.
Why you hate diamonds?
We don't need to get into another highly, honestly, we don't need to get into like a really highly political topic. So like, let's not.
Okay, so it's because of where they come from.
Blood Diamonds is an actual movie for a reason. So like.
So okay, that sounds like it's because of where they come from that you have your beef with them. Okay, respect. I can respect that. But what about the lab grown ones?
Okay, let's go into the price of diamonds in general then. Because why the fuck are you selling me a diamond that's been lab grown still above like $5,000? What is going on? What the fuck is going on? And because it's lab grown, regardless if it was lab grown or not, I keep moving, sorry. Regardless if it was lab grown or not, that motherfucker still is not gonna have a high return value. You're gonna get less if you sell that bitch. What's the point? What is the point?
Because it's supposed to be memorial, it's supposed to be significant. It's the significance of the diamond that it has.
Get a crystal.
It's again about, but that's because we live in a consumer's market. Everything has value based off of what you declare it has value. So
I hate hearing it because like it is all true, and I know it is to be true. It's the fact that like there's not enough of us willing enough to do anything about it. So that's why I'm like, oh my god, I know the reasons, and that's why I don't want to get into it. I want to get more. It's just diamonds. Yeah. Y'all beautiful, but if you want
diamonds are a girl's best friend.
No, that's a problem. No, fuck that song.
I love that song by Megan and Normani. T.
I'm cool, and that's another thing too. Like people want to keep saying like, I don't like. Is it? I don't know. And that's the thing too. Like I'll admit, I have a tacky sense of fashion, so this may just be like a me personal opinion, whatever. You guys can literally just like, oh, she's wasting air. I feel like a lot of the fucking like jewelry or the ice that's in a lot of like hip hop and media nowadays, it looks too gaudy and it doesn't look fitting. Like it looks very, coming from a tacky woman, tacky. So I don't know. That's why another thing too, like the over consumerism of diamonds when it comes to that, like it's not even being used for anything good. Like make better designs with it. That's the thing. Like be more creative with it if you're gonna show it off.
I've seen some people do creative stuff with diamonds in like different ways and how they set them in rings or necklaces. But I mean, like you said, it's a gemstone. It's not the end all be all. And some gemstones look better on certain people. I feel like you have to find the right gemstone for your skin complexion, and that might be the one that works best for you. So, like for instance, for me, I found that I like more like yellows and like some red and gold. So like
ruby.
yeah, so like those tend to be the colors that look really good on my skin. So those are things I tend to gravitate toward when I do buy those type of jewelry or like kind of like necklaces and things like that, right? But yeah,
I would say my favorite, my absolute favorite, like stone, bloodstone, and it is because it's a March, it's a March stone, and my favorite. My favorite anime character / video game character ever, as you all should know by now, is Rockman the Blood Edge, my husband. We're separated currently right now because I am definitely, we talked about it before streaming, To Be Hero X. I ain't mentioned it, but that nigga X, the dude with white hair.
girl.
I've been stepping out on Ragnar with him.
Girl.
Like, it's
Stand
unreal.
up.
What do you mean?
Stand up.
I ain't finished with the series. Are you caught up enough like for me to not be like, I should be messing with him? He cute as fuck. And he a hero. What's wrong with him? Not nice. Not nice. The dude with glasses, he's slick back, he in a suit. He's in the opening.
Yeah, and you haven't actually seen him in the anime.
Yeah.
Right.
I need to stand up.
Stand up.
Oh my God, no! Okay, so I gotta go back to my husband. Oh my God, let me stop stepping.
Well, here's the thing.
Cheating is not good anyways, and I don't condone it. I'm fucking with you. I only cheat in anime relationships.
I'm screaming. That's diabolical.
What do you mean? I think that's the best way to cheat. Like, you shouldn't cheat with your, like, an actual human, just a fictional person.
I mean, you do have a huge thing about infidelity, so I understand.
Yeah. Like, I despise it. I despise it.
I mean, I don't think anybody should cheat. Here's the thing. Why cheat when you can ask for a threesome?
Some people would say polyamory is not cheating, but I'm not getting into that.
It's about rules and what you decide to establish within your relationship. At the end of the day, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, me personally,
yeah, literally,
I'm not about to be letting my partner, you not going outside and doing nothing without me. We doing this together.
Yes, I will not be convinced to be put in a polyamorous relationship, nor will I date someone who is polyamorous. Simple as that, because I am monogamous. That's how I feel about it. That's simple as that. You can do whatever you want.
You can't force somebody to do that either. And that's the other thing. A lot of men will try to force somebody to be in that type of relationship. And I'm like, just say you want to cheat.
Wait!
And leave. Please.
Some niggas ain't got nowhere else to go for real and are afraid to step out.
They homosexuals.
Chanel, how are you doing over here? I just threw... You yawning? You nice? I would love to have a Chanel cam. That'd be nice. Just to have...
Yes. Well, you can just pick her up real quick and put her on the camera. She won't stand.
She doesn't like to be picked up, and I'm not going to pick up my cat. She does not like to be picked up. And you're going to tempt it, and like, don't do it. She's not even going to get up.
She don't want to. She bored.
Bitch! You fool! Whole stopping the stream, focusing on this cat.
Absolutely. I love cats.
Also, let me talk about, like, my favorite scene in Apothecary Diaries. So, once again, another spoiler alert for the second season. So, in the second season, there's, like, some foreign envoys that want to watch something called, like, a moon fairy that they saw, like, 50 years back. And JINSHI, who is, like, in charge of, like, appeasing all of the women that come into the palace type shit, he gets this request, and it's like, all right, Mau, main character. And she's like, you be asking the most ridiculous ass requests. I don't, get out of my face. But she's like, all right, let me do some investigation. Around that time, 50 years ago, who was in the Pleasure District doing some history flashback? She figures out it's like the lady who basically, took care of her. And she,
I got her.
You guys, I do not condone this. Put my cat down. See, she's clawing you. Put her down.
I know I'm about to. I just
Please
want
put my cat down.
She's good. She's good.
I know. They've seen her before. And also, she definitely been on my bed before.
I'm about to say, look. She's honestly fine. She just, like you said, she climbed up here on her own.
She likes a lot of space to lay across because she likes to just take up space and be wide. And that, I need to actually, like, take up a lot of that, like, courage and confidence. Like, take up space. I've learned that dancing means to take up space. And that's what I try to do now.
Definitely take up space.
Yes. Why do you want this? Why are you exposing that you haven't been brushed in like a week?
I don't know. She just wanted to be touched, and I was like, "You could be up."
She drooling on you too. She does that. Like I literally see the drip. You drool like you.
That's all. Like she's fine. She wanted to be up here. I told you, your cat just like me.
I guess you got it. Oh, you probably have a wider. No, I have a wide thigh space. Why don't you want to lay on me?
I told you. She just...
You can have her.
I can have her. Don't do her like that.
What do you mean don't do her like that? Her side tangent.
Oh, yeah, she is drooling because it's all on my pants.
Yeah, okay. I told you.
Baby, you got to get down now because all I got is hair on me.
Your hair and drool. That sounds like
so cute. Okay.
Listen, if you pet her right, she drools.
I mean, she do get wet. Okay. Sorry. I was like, maybe I gotta get you.
Now get off.
Sorry.
Harry.
All this hurt.
On my brand new couch.
Not too much.
Let me continue. So anyways, let me continue the story for my favorite part. So she goes and figures out that it's like the old lady that raised her or whatever. She was like a courtesan back in the day. Not even a courtesan. What was it? I can't remember what the name for a prostitute back in the day was, but I'm gonna just say it.
Jezebel.
Jezebel. Yes, she was a Jezebel.
Harlot.
She was a Jezebel back in the day, working in the pleasure district as well. And she was like, "Oh, do you know who it was?" And she was like, "Yeah, bitch, it was me." And told the whole story about how like the whole effect happened, and it was with some moths, which are really cool. And I feel like Pokemon actually made a moth based off of that specific moth. If it's real, I think it's real. Didn't look it up. Don't care.
Which moth? Are you talking about dust stalks?
I don't know. Oh no, froth moth, I believe.
Oh, the frost moth one. The little snow, the snow thingy.
Yes, they weren't snow ones though, which is crazy. They just illuminated blue and glow blue at night due to something. I can't remember. I think it was like the female ones. No, it was the male ones. The male ones glow blue at night for some odd reason. Camera, come on.
Focus,
bitch, focus.
Can you focus on me?
There we go. So they figure out how to do the effect and everything. So now they got to find a woman who actually like fits the description, and they can't really find anybody other than JINSHI. And he's like, I guess whatever, and he does it, and he is so fucking cute, and he throws a little tantrum like, someone pet my hair and dry my hair after this, and I'm like, I'll punch the shit out you, little nigga. Let me do this for you. I do what somebody like me who throws tantrums and want to be pampered every once in a while and is willing to reciprocate it. Because he does the same. Like, he gives her with shit that she wants and, spoils her. So it's like...
I love a give and take.
I love a give and take.
It's honest. You know what's funny? It sounds like you want a gay relationship with a man as a woman, and it's so funny to me.
A bisexual man, yeah.
But yes,
exactly. A bisexual man.
But because that's kind of like how it is, like for most at least for most of my gay relationships that I've been in, where like it's very much a give and take. Like we don't have like any like normal like heteronormative like gender roles in our relationship. Like whether like someone's a top or bottom, you know, there's no like.
It really does feel like you're one and you're equal.
Very that. Like, you know, I take him on a date. He take me on a date. You know, I buy him something for like
Huh.
his birthday. He'll buy me something for my birthday, or we'll do something like and we also make sure that we do something at least once a week. Like we have to have at least one day where we're together.
Hmm.
But
That's
it's
really nice.
yeah.
That's really like I'm still trying to figure out exactly what I would want in a relationship, which is why I'm currently in my nunnery. That's not what I call it
I
shit.
feel like you should definitely know what you want before getting in a relationship because then
Yes.
you don't get blindsided. You don't get like I feel like knowing what you want going in helps
You don't
you
just go with the flow. And
exactly.
even if you don't care for the current of the flow, you're just going with the no. You want to know whether or not.
This is this gonna lead where I want to be? No,
Yes.
let's cut this out. We could, and sometimes people aren't used to like cutting off their losses, but realistically, you gotta be open to being like, you know what, this ain't the
It's
right
not
fit,
working for me.
and that's okay. And sometimes it may just be that y'all not the right fit right then and there. And maybe like in 3 or 4 years, y'all might be perfect for each other in 3 or 4 years, right?
No. I fundamentally don't fully believe in that.
Okay, let me put this. Okay, this me and Ralph. I tried to date that man in high school. We did not. We were not clicking at all, right?
I don't think you should. There's something that YouTuber Kenny JD actually said that I actually very much agree with, and something else another YouTuber kind of furthers into. You shouldn't date before college, honestly. Like seriously date. Like actually do a long term, past a year dating after like graduating college. And what the other YouTuber that I this was a joke, honestly, and he was referring to something else, but he said like in high school, cut your losses in love, honestly, and just go for passionless sex. And it's like I semi kind of agree with that. Like you need to focus on developing yourself
I do agree with that.
and like focusing, not even focusing, when you do fall in love at that age, you tend to just stop focusing on yourself and only focus on that other person in the relationship. And it's like, oh my God, you have so many thoughts. What's up?
It just depends because, for instance, I don't think that that is always the case for every single person. I think that every person is different, and I feel like everybody has different levels of their growth. Like there are some people who can be in a relationship with somebody and still want to continue to grow themselves. Like I've been in a relationship, like I did it the same person pretty much for my last my basically right as soon as I got out of high school, I dated the same person from then until my sophomore year of like college, right? And now, granted, that entire time, me and that person were doing different things. They started to work on their own business venture, which I thought was cool, whatever. And I was still going to school, but we were, doing our own separate stuff and like encouraging each other to build up and also building ourselves. It's more so about like where you are as a mentality as a person and where that person is, and also wanting to continue to grow and wanting to build. Because sometimes people think that getting in a relationship and finding their person is the end all be all. And once they get there, they get complacent.
Yeah, no, I feel like you are very right on that. Because I'll admit, like, I very much had that mindset growing up, and most likely within my past relationships, I've had that mindset of like, oh, I'm done. I no longer have to like worry about like the not the development of myself, but the development of my like I would say honestly my appearance a lot of the times.
I mean,
And not even like in a sense of like my weight or anything. I mean like in a sense of like, oh, I can have my hair out naturally. Oh, I don't
you
have to doll
can.
myself up all the time now.
Well, okay. I feel like if you're dolling yourself up or like, you should do it because you want to do it, not because you're trying to do it to keep up an image or a persona for someone else. I think that's the key that is like the main thing for that is that you want to make sure that like it should be about you. Like you, I mean, yes, you might want to do it because you want to make you like you want to do it to be like because it's a special event with your partner, but it also should be about how it makes you feel as an individual.
Yes. Well, oh my God, what a difference! A fucking not even 1 year. Would you say the jump from 24 to 26 or 25 to 26 is the actual clicking moment of all these realizations? Because like I'm having like I've had like majority of these realizations and like, oh, I should just get dolled up for me. I shouldn't care. And the thing is like I worry like personally I worry about like the male gaze because like I just don't want to talk to me when I'm outside, and I know if I do get dolled up, like men will most likely like say something to me and expect me to respond back. And the majority of times, like, and it may seem rude to people, I don't even want to respond because then they want to keep talking, and I don't want to do that. I am on my way to do something. I don't have a car. I'm about to miss the bus, and that's the thing. People don't realize that like not every person or every woman that's on the street that's like saying or is saying like no, I don't want to talk to you isn't really because like oh they don't want to talk to you. It's because like sometimes they're really in a hurry sometimes or they don't want to talk to you, and they should be. It's the fact that you should just be understanding that women at times just do not want to be approached, and if they obviously like not obviously shove you off, but like give you a short sentence and giving you signals of like they do not want to be bothered, you should like respectfully take the hand and be like, all right, all right, let me go finish my day. Like I feel like that's I want some of that Biscoff butter.
You added so hard.
Like it's
okay. I'm a circle back because I was gonna let you finish your point because you were going for a moment, and I was like, okay, you getting there, okay. So, what you were saying as far as that, I feel like men just don't take rejection well. Like they just are conditioned to feel like.
I don't take rejection well.
I mean, a lot of people don't take rejection well, but I would say specifically straight like or like heterosexual men do well no I just say men. I ain't gonna say it's heterosexual, it's just men in general. A lot of men don't take rejection well, and then they get very like spiteful when they get rejected, right? And it almost sometimes gets to like a dangerous level, and it's because they feel that they are entitled to something that isn't theirs. Right.
I've
like,
heard this statement so many times before, but I'm just trying to understand as to why. Like, I understand patriarchy, yada, da, 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 but what is y'all personal reason as to why you feel entitled? Like,
I mean, I'd say it's probably a case-by-case situation with each man, but I would also say
what actions have y'all proven, though? Because we have the statistics and testimonials of women saying like you guys treat them bad, but then you come around saying like nah, I did all these nice things, but like on paper they do not seem nice. Like
if you have to say you're a nice guy, you're not a nice guy.
Like real talk, like the fact that we have to keep saying that, y'all niggas are lost. Like y'all niggas are lost, and I don't want to keep the light up to keep trying to save y'all. Like it's a lot of work. I believe in helping people though, so I would like to explain. Like
I mean, it's more so about subtlety. I think the art of trying to basically like actually, what's the word I want to look for here? Court people. People don't know the ways of like, actually trying to talk to someone and being like treating them with respect and being like, hey, I'm interested in you, but like in a respectful way. Like there's ways that you can go about it. Like, and I understand like, because I've been catcalled, funny enough, as a guy, just dressed, because sometimes I like to dress up nice, right? And I'll get catcalled by like other gay men sometimes, and it's weird. Because it's like, sir.
It's public. That's the thing, too.
Yes.
That's the reason why I really feel like that's like, and I mean like,
Does the public make it feel like it's ingenuous?
no, I feel like it's more.
I feel like it's bolder if they do it in public.
For me personally, I feel like it's more pressure to,
Because you feel like if you reject them now, there's eyes watching.
yes. And like now I'm going to be judged for the answer that I gave, and people don't have context and shit. And it's just like that, and the fact of like, and I'm talking about like on the street, not talking about bars or anything like that. Like when you're in a building in an establishment, I'm talking about out on the street, sidewalk. You freaking are the one I hate the most is when you holler at me on the side, like on your passenger side of your friend's ride. Like seriously, that is infuriating. Like I'm not trying to call y'all scrubs, but like, why are y'all doing that? Or just not even on the passenger side either when you're driving, because like okay, hear me out.
Wait. Hold on.
Hear me out.
What's wrong with the driver trying to hit on you? That happens.
Hear me out. I have a hate relationship with cars and the systems that we have with cars already. And every single little thing that adds to my hatred of it just makes it tenfold. So like, you're driving, right? You gotta pay attention to the road. You gotta pay attention to everybody around you, including the stop signs, passengers, and you allowing some bitch to distract your life? Are you insane? Nigga, pay attention!
Okay, but like, it's cute sometimes.
No! It's not cute when I'm 17 and I got a grown-ass, dirty-ass old... I'm so sorry. I am yelling. I'm so yes, so sorry. Triggered.
I like that sounded like.
But no, like it is personal because like...
I mean, okay, that's because men can be creepy about it, of course. And also it doesn't help when men, like, they go after anything that they think is attractive a lot of times. And
it's mainly the fact of like your safety. That's like at this point, I don't care about the age thing because I'm old. I'm 62. So like it doesn't matter about that. Now 62. I'm thinking if I was in your situation, I would hopefully only do this in a place where I'm parking or like about to pull out, but I see you and I stop. So only in like a grocery shop situation or like a department store, like
you could pull over and try to do it.
That too. I'm okay with that. I'm actually
don't stop traffic for me.
Yes, do not stop traffic for me, which is majority of the time what guys do. Mm-hmm. And they don't realize that. And yes, pulling over is a bit creepier, but you do at that point you have to come on like very gently. Men have to practice coming on more gently when it comes to their flirtation. And
okay, so like for instance,
not all women like that though, which is I know it can be hard. I'm so sorry.
I must say because the problem is right. It's hard to tell like guys how to approach because not every woman likes each approach, right? Like some women like a soft approach, some women like a more aggressive approach. I just think that your approach at the bare minimum should still be respectful, regardless if it's aggressive or soft. Also, I think you should definitely take account into your environment, into what you're looking like, where you're trying to talk to the person at. Because sometimes, you know, it might be the setting that makes it like not the best, right? Because, for instance, you know, I had someone like I had a friend that like basically tried to get a girl's number at a bar, right? And you know she told him, you know, I'll give you my Instagram.
Wait, who is the friend? Do I know them?
Yeah.
From previously? Like previous life?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We talked about this earlier.
Continue.
So, but yeah, so then they were, they basically told him, like, you know, I don't have an Instagram. And I didn't ask for your Instagram. I asked for your number, right? And of course, the girl was like, "Well, I want to give you my Instagram because I wasn't like, I don't want to, I don't know you. I don't want to just give you my number out, whatever." And of course, the
Reasonable.
person took it like very offensive or whatever. But in this story, there's multiple things that I want to point out here and this is what I pointed out to them, and they kind of got an issue with it. But again, brings me back to the point with men in general not accepting rejection, right? Because to me, that was a form of rejection. Oh my gosh, you're being so cute
She
right now.
really is. I wish you got. Oh my god, I'm investing into the camera because this is ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, she being
She's
so
like literally angling. It's crazy.
into
Hold
the
on.
sun. She's sunbathing.
I'm definitely taking a picture of this. Yeah, I pulled this out my Sonic hyper mode. Get up. You upset about it? Oh, why do I have emails? Oh,
Me, duh.
look at her. But continue. I'm listening.
But some men just don't know how to accept rejection, and that's one of the forms of rejection is if you go and try to talk to a woman and you ask for her number and she gives you her Instagram, right? Your options are to either A, take the Instagram or no, right? But that's her way of saying that, like, at least she's wanting to, like, give you some form of communication, right?
Some form of communication, but like
On a safer term, on
yeah,
her own terms. And this way,
boundaries.
if you're weird, she can just block you and you're done, right? I can block you on social media, right? And then there's like inner protections on social media to protect, people from stalkers and stuff like that. If you do decide to make multiple pages or something like that, it'll still block you, right? Whereas if I give you my phone number, you can text me from your number. You can text me from your homie's number. You can text me from a text now number. You can like all these different app numbers and stuff, right? And I can only block you so many times. And blocking your number doesn't block every single number that you may or become associated with at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Because as I said, you can use your friend's phone, you can use whoever's. And sometimes people can be weird. And if they've had that experience before, or have heard someone who's had that experience before, it's traumatizing. You never want to deal with that again. And a lot of men tend to be that weird when they get rejected because a lot of people cannot accept rejection. It's for some reason they feel like, why am I being rejected? And I know rejection hurts because you're not everybody's type. Not everybody is the
like fitted for each other.
And
in general,
you could be the conventional like type, but you might not be that type for that person, right?
Yeah.
Because they may not like the conventional person, and that's the issue. And sometimes, because some people feel like I'm conventionally attractive, why do you, in particular, not want me?
Yeah.
And it's you're just not my type. You're not who I would want to be with, and they don't accept that.
It's also like, I wouldn't say particularly, I would boil it down to firsthand vibes, but those firsthand vibes kind of go into like determining what they perceive your personality to be. And if they get quote unquote bad vibes, they perceive your personality not really like, or like, for instance, certain like tidbits on how men speak, not even men, people give certain hints on their beliefs and their moral system on everyday conversation, on the simplest of things. Like personally to me, as soon as I talk to a person that says like, oh, I've cheated on this person before, but they was doing this and this, and I'm not saying I do it again, but like, I just need to find me somebody who make me wouldn't want to do this. That's a morally questioning person. I wouldn't want to be around that person, let alone date that person.
Well, it's the lack of accountability and all of that. Like you have to take accountability. If you cheat, you cheated. That's your prerogative, your motive. Like at the end of the day, that's something you decided to do, right?
You conscientiously went through the steps of doing it, no matter what your reasoning was.
Right, even if it was some like drunk in the last heat of the moment and somebody asked you right then and there, you still decided to go along with it, regardless. I mean, and again, as I bring back up my other point, why cheat when you could just ask your partner for a threesome? And if your partner don't want to do a threesome, maybe that might be a different conversation, right? But also, I feel like it one. If you feel like your partner is lacking in something, there's where that's where you also should just conversate with your partner about what they may be lacking as far as like satisfying you in whatever the department may be. Because if you feel like you got to cheat to get the satisfaction, then talk to your partner and tell them what it is that you're missing. Like, and maybe they can meet you halfway there or meet you somewhere and try to find that portion if they really want to make it work. And then, if that's not the case, then maybe y'all are not like sexually chemistry. Y'all don't have sexual chemistry. So then maybe you might need to move on. And that's, again, you have to get to that point and accept that and move on.
Yeah.
And be adult enough to have that conversation.
It is really tricky for me, like personally, and I won't get too into it. All I'd say is that I grew up in a Christian, very Christian, black household, single mother. So that should paint enough of a picture of like the complications I have with like sex and sex related to relationships. And it is a struggle of whether or not to talk, not whether or not, it's a struggle to talk to partners about sex in general, and especially your wants and your needs and your desires. So like it really is hard, and people, including men, sometimes just are afraid, because I'm also afraid of talking about sex and relationships. Crazy enough, you have sex in relationships. It don't just spring on somebody one day. Like you should talk about like what you guys like. But even with some women struggle to do it. So I completely understand men struggling to talk about it, and like them like struggling to say like I'm dissatisfied in this way. Because then they have to hear their partner also say like, they can also hear like their partner saying like, okay, well, I'm dissatisfied in this way, how are we going to fix it? Because like that is it's not another form of rejection, but it's probably like a knock at their ego of like, oh, I'm not even satisfying them maybe. So like it's just hard on both fronts. So like I don't know, you should talk about sex in your relationship, and also first feel comfortable first, I don't know, I would just say just be comfortable with your partner enough to have sex and to have a conversation with sex. That's really it.
I mean, I feel like you shouldn't have sex with your partner if you're not comfortable having a conversation about what you like in that aspect. Because I feel like if you can't have a conversation and tell your partner like, hey, this is what I like, and hey, they're gonna tell you if they can't tell you what they like, then maybe y'all probably aren't a match. Because if you can't communicate with me what you like, then I'm never going to actually be able to get you there. No one's a mind reader. No one is going to magically be able to be like, oh, you like this because this is what you like. Now, granted, sometimes you get it right, and sometimes you just might know because your past experience. And sometimes, certain things can be universal, but not every person's body works the same. Some spots that might be like a pleasure spot for this person is like a ticklish spot for this person. They don't want to be touched there. And like it might completely turn the move off. Or, vice versa.
Yeah. I fully agree with that. Literally what was going through my brain was like humans even though I call everyone a doll or a love bug, everyone is not a doll. Like they don't have the same functions and everything like that. Literally everyone is different, and you have to communicate with them. Communication is I hate it. I don't like communication. So I'm single. I'm staying that way. So much work. It's literally so much work. And as soon as God throws down a perfect dark-skinned JINSHI that's taller than me with white hair and locks, it's just, oh my God, I'll be free. I will be free.
That's oddly specific.
Yes. I know how tired you
like a specific person you done seen on the internet somewhere and been like, I want them.
No, I literally. So like I feel
know.
like, first of all, honestly, I don't think I would want a dark skinned man with white locks. I think I just want them with locks. But I love white hair on anime characters who are primarily white majority of the time. So I'm like, I don't know if you're.
I'm gonna say, so you want a darkie with some...
Don't say that on YouTube.
Sorry, you want a dark skinned man.
Chocolate, burnt,
With...
butter my toast, with an Eggo.
Okay, so you want him burnt crispy, like you
yes,
want him to be
because
like...
I'm underdone. So I have to make sure our child is actually big queen. Like, big queen means well done, like in baking terms. So
you gotta make sure he been queen.
yes, my baby must be big queen.
So you need a man very very been queen. very been queen. Muy bien queen.
And tall and hopefully from the island. No.
But girl, the island boys don't eat pum pum.
What?
A lot of the island boys don't eat pum pum.
Oh, never mind. I did not know that. Fact.
Yeah, it's a random one.
That actually just made me really sad. That actually made me really sad, bro. Do you know how much I love giving and receiving, like, fellatio and all that? Like, that is probably, like, not one of my favorite things, but, like...
I think it's one of the best parts of, like,
because you
sex.
grip the fucking controller. It's just, like...
Well, dang, grip the controller is crazy. I don't know. I think it's more so, like... I like seeing my partner squirt.
Yes, like, pay my car note, nigga. Like, literally, pay my car note.
Okay, girl, you trying to take his soul if you want that.
That is... I literally looked a bit confused for a little bit because I'm like, is that not the goal, to always take the soul? Don't take those bars. But seriously, it's always the goal to take the soul. So, like, I don't know what the fuck is this.
I think it's one of those things where, like, for me personally, like you said, I want my partner to swerve. I want them to, I don't know. I like looking into their eyes and being like, I want to see you beg for mercy a little bit.
Yeah.
And then when you do, I'm still not going to stop.
It's literally the control aspect and the fact that they have consistently, like, relinquished it to you.
Exactly.
And it's just like...
It's so hot.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm like, yes, I know you've given me full control. Also, I feel like, because this is going back into our topic anyway, I feel like bisexual men give the best head on all spectrums.
You know what? You're probably right. Hold on, let me see how long we have been streaming because...
About an hour and 6 minutes.
Okay, perfect. So we have about 24 minutes left.
Yeah.
My dyslexia didn't kick in. 24? Yes. Okay. So yeah. But I would agree honestly, because yesterday when we were out and I literally brought that up to your partner, like, I honestly believe, like, gay men or, like, bisexual men give the best head to, like, men in respect, like, in, like, aspect to men, because, like, they have the same genitals. Like, they know where particularly certain bones and substructures are because they themselves have one.
Well, I would say that I also, like, you know, I eat cat better than most straight men, and I've been told that.
That you what more than straight men?
Okay, I was being like, I give women fellatio better than most straight men. Is what I was told. Or I was told that
okay, I had her think like the what's names like, oh, 2 women. Okay. Huh. Really?
Yeah.
You know what? You're probably right. Because I'm not gonna say his name, but you know who it is. The one I actually like lost my V card to.
Oh yeah.
Him. He is he out as bi?
Yeah.
Best head ever. Mind you, it's only been 3 guys ever that's like laid hands on me, but
we're talking about M, right?
M, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Best head ever. I don't know why. That's crazy.
But I'm telling you, it is. I feel like it's something in our DNA that we just know how to please, and we know how to like.
Maybe it's because you guys are givers. I feel like people who are more in tap with like femininity are like more nurturing and giving. Mm-hmm. So like, it's very weird if you have more of a masculine. I don't like to say mindset, but like more of a masculine way of thinking of like, oh, these are how the roles are for each quote unquote gender, and this is how it's supposed to be.
Oh, patriarchal mind of thinking.
Yes, patriarchal mind of thinking. Both men and women can think this way. If you think more patriarchal, you, for some odd reason, think more of just taking. Like, you just more will think of just like, oh, I need to take, and I need to figure out a way of like always taking from others without replenishing the cup, which is crazy because I also believe in taking, but I also know that you gotta replenish that cup, or else you ain't gonna have nothing to replenish. So you have to.
You have to give so you can take.
Literally, like you gotta spend money to make money, but in a more like it's in that sense. And I'm mainly thinking about like in my personal place of where I work right now. Like, I feel like everybody's experienced this. Everybody's being spread thin. You're not having enough help. You don't have enough, quote unquote, they don't have enough money for labor to help or whatever. So like they keep pulling from an empty cup. What the fuck are you gonna give from? Quit with the taking. You have to eventually give. You have to eventually like, okay, what do you need?
You wanna be my lover? Gotta give it my face. Taking is too.
Artism is not coming up, but like quoting different lyrics and different like coming just singing randomly.
No, that is very much part of my.
It's very much like I literally just think of lyrics and whatever sort of things happen. It's just like
in my daily life, it's all music. That's all everything turns into a song at some point.
This one is gonna turn me into a rapper, y'all. Just wait. It's gonna happen. Yeah. 2023? Not 2023. Wrong.
That's
dyslexia. 2030.
No, girl. I'm trying to have you as a chart topper.
We need to get our fucking vocals together
by 2027, 2028 at the latest. I'm saying I'm smelling some hits. Okay. And they gonna get into it. The people gonna get into it.
See, sometimes people die and they have a rebirth, so that's basically what's happening with me. So I won't even say I was dead. That was just a very long hibernation. So
no, you had your Phoenix phase.
My what?
You had your Phoenix phase, when she took her slumber and then she came back and she was like, boom.
Rise from the ashes. Yes. I had to be burnt down and.
Yeah, you had to burn that old version of yourself so that the new version can rise and be even more beautiful, even more effervescent.
Yes, very much so.
Because we always evolve. We always, bring in that extra version of ourselves. Because as people, we grow, and
we are always growing. Always like that's
the
one thing.
You should always be growing.
Really should.
Some people stop, and that's when they just they stop maturing and they stop growing. And you shouldn't stop. They choose to be complacent, and that's why.
It's so sad. It is so sad that I work with grown, disgustingly.
The light is, bright.
Okay. It looked like something you gotta deal with.
Okay, not too much. I've been dealing with it for like the past 30 minutes.
We could probably end the stream now because I kind of got my point across. And it's streaming and recording, so I can edit this whenever.
Yes.
Tea.
And I must say, there's a lot of good points you can use for videos in this.
Yes, honestly. And I would like to actually get your face in. So if you're, I mean, I look great. Oh, not right now. Shit. I guess we're both in. I guess we're both in prison. Schlucks.
I'm locked up. They won't let me out. They won't let me out.
Alrighty, y'all. I believe we got our point across. Oh, wait. We could be locked up like Little Nas because you wanted to talk about that. So let's do that in this lighting, I guess.
All right, so we gonna be real quick with the Lil Nas because, like I said, with this,
lighting.
Can you just close the curtain?
The curtain? No, it won't fully go down. It's still gonna peek through. I promise you. I've tried it before.
I mean, even if it's like, I don't know.
Just talk about the Little Nas thing, Brody. Talk about the Little Nas thing. I'm holding my.
All right,
my
so with. So, I don't know if any of y'all have noticed or have been like keeping up with this, but apparently Lil Nas X was seen walking around LA basically in nothing but his underwear and some cowboy boots. And he was very, he looked like he was very high on some substances. And very much just was like just singing and dancing. People were recording him and whatnot, and it's honestly, it was kind of disheartening because a lot of people were saying it's like some type of stunt, or like he's just doing this as promo for his new album, which again, I get where people are coming from as far as that. Like, it's not too far off from like a stunt that I could see him doing, but also something he was talking about, and like if you've been keeping up with him and like actually paying attention to him, is that he's moving away from that. Right? Like, he feels like he's big enough as an artist to just be an artist.
Because he is, honestly. Like,
and I feel
that
like
his
he
last
is.
album really put him on the map to the point where, like, where's Little Nas? Where's Little Nas? We want to hear from him type shit. I'm still like that. I'm like, where the fuck Little Nas been at?
I mean, and so, it's one of those things where I'm like, I hate that became, like, people, seen it as a publicity stunt, and really it's more so of, like, a call for help. Literally. And also, people kind of, like being super weird about it too. Like, there was a guy who said if he had seen Lil Nas X, he would have tried to take advantage of him.
What the
like, just mind you, that was weird as fuck. Yes, he was. Without even having to put in context.
I don't like patriarchal minded men.
Yes. But then also, like, currently he's in jail right now, and they have him set for bond, and it's because he was about to, basically, he got arrested, and the police officers were really rough with him, and so, of course, as like someone who is out of their right mind, he fought back. Someone got aggressive with him, he fought back, and of course they arrested him and took him to jail, and when he sobered up, obviously he was, apologetic and things like that. But now they're making it to a thing where he might get sent to jail for multiple years for fighting a police officer.
Bitch.
And again, I think this is we just need to, I feel like the industry needs to care about their artists a little bit more. And also, I feel like his
especially
circle.
their queer artists.
That part.
Like.
Well, they don't care about the DL queer ones. They don't care about the openly queer ones.
They don't care about the black ones, let alone the black queer ones. Like, they allow violence to happen upon, like, any feminine adjacent, like, black artists in general. Like, they don't care if violence is brought upon them. It will punish them if they speak out against it or even defend themselves against it. Like, fuck off.
The other thing that I have as far as an issue with it, and this is one of my main things with it too, is that people don't, like, see him as a person. They just see him as this icon in this thing, and no one is actually, like, trying to, like, be like, okay, well, he needs help. Like, he needs, because clearly at this point, if he's going out on benders like this, and y'all are trying to normalize it, y'all need help if you're trying to normalize anybody going out like this, right? Like, you shouldn't be this out of your mind to the point where you don't even know where you are. You're walking down the street butt naked. Like, that's not having the time. That's, you need help. You need to.
That's literally a call for help, and or somebody needs to like call for help, like literally the police,
And
and which is
you.
what happened. But like they're not even trained, or they.
That was about to.
Yeah, that I was about to say something that I probably shouldn't say for real. So, I mean, we all know it, but I'm not gonna say
They
it.
don't have really good de-escalation politics when it comes to.
Yes, but that's due to something else that I was gonna say. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, our administration doesn't help.
definitely don't. It's not really even. All right, but yes, no. That what truthfully upsets me about that is the fact that people, and it happened here in our city too recently. Why the fuck are y'all niggas keep recording
Yeah.
and not helping, not calling, not like
I'm like, so did no one call to get him help? And then also, y'all could have,
call the ambulance instead of police?
man, because I'm like, they could have gave him some Narcan and he would have been Gucci.
Probably
Like,
the boost that he was walking in. So like, I don't understand. Like,
again, I'm like, it's one of those things where, why are we not? Why are we making fun of this? Why are we making light of this instead of like the serious situation that it is? And then also, you know, just because someone has done like trolly things in the past doesn't mean that they can't be redeemed, and also that they can't still be a person.
also when you, I don't want to get into another topic because I was about to bring up some actually sad, tragic shit, and let's end it on a happy note of like people are able to redeem themselves, especially if they done bad things in their past. People
Yeah.
are able to change. People are able to grow, and we have to give them the room and the space and the grace to do so.
But also not disrespecting our own boundaries in that
Yes.
aspect too, because sometimes, people say that they're growing and they're becoming a better person, and what that means is that they are doing something in the right direction, but that doesn't mean that they're still good for us, right? Just because someone is a better person doesn't mean that they're a better person for us.
Yes. And that I feel like that kind of touches on like why I don't believe on like going back on like exes or whatever type shit.
I
Like,
feel like it depends. I think it's a case by case scenario. I don't think that you should go back to every single one of your exes, but I feel like if you broke up for like, okay, like if for instance, I one of my exes, we only broke up, and the only reason we broke up is because of distance. Like, we couldn't really deal with like being, you know, living in two different states, and we're still cool. And I mean, I don't think we would probably ever date because there's more to it than just that. But like, if we well, I don't think we would date because of like something else too. But like the distance was the main thing, and they also wanted to be in an open relationship, which is why we wouldn't work.
yes. Like,
I'm monogamous.
yes. Understandable. Same.
But I think the open relationship came from the distance partially. So
Yeah.
and I was like, nah, I don't
I'm
like
cool
that. We
on
could.
that.
But I feel like if they were one, and if I was in a different life where I was single and they were also single and they were monogamous and not in like a different state of way, and they like asked to date like a year or two from that time, I would still have been open to it.
I think at that point that's just a different person, a different timeline, a different universe, and I don't.
Well,
I'm not
I'm a
willing to
different
die.
person in that time in this timeline because I'm very much in love with my person.
I'm so happy for you.
So that's why I was like, I wouldn't say that in this timeline because I don't see myself doing it in this timeline at all.
Of course.
Because realistically, I think, like I said, I think I found my person. But for different reasons, that's why I'm like, if I were single and we wanted to try to make it work, I could definitely see that being a possibility because we didn't break up for a bad reason.
I feel like if you broke up for, honestly, My reasoning is because
Like if someone cheats on you, or if they belittle you, or they don't like respect you, I think
that.
those are things that you cannot come back
Yes,
from.
because and mainly that, if somebody, because if somebody throughout the relationship has shown how they treat you in it, and if it's belittling, disrespectful, manipulative, they will not, no matter how much you have grown and how much they have grown, and say they have changed or whatever, how they view you and how they view the dynamic that you two have, they fundamentally don't want that to really change. No matter how much they have grown or you have grown, they want you from back then and envision you as you from back then. Even though you look different, probably talk different, probably move different, all sorts of things. So, personally, I'm just not going to take the risk. I'm not going to take the gamble on that. So, that's just a personal me thing. And even if with distance too, oh, we broke up due to distance and they wanted to try this lifestyle. Okay. I don't, I feel as if I'm gonna move too far on to even care to catch up with that person if I do run into them again and try it again. I don't oh, okay, that's cool for you. I'm
Case in point, I am very much beyond that point of trying to talk to them, but
Yeah.
again,
even if I'm single or in a relationship, though, it's just the fact of
I don't know. Again, I could. The problem is right. The reason and what I'm getting at is, and I think that this it's a case by case scenario. I think it also depends on why you broke up or why you stopped talking or etc. Or also where y'all placed at, right? Because and also maybe and then maybe that's just how I feel and you can feel differently. I feel that everybody can have redeeming qualities and can get a second chance if they truly show that they have changed and things are different. And also, right, um, it just depends on where you are in your life at that time. If where we are matches still or where we are works in a better sense, then I feel it could work with the next. Because the only thing that would be different would be how y'all probably approach the relationship from that point. Because it's not it's basically it's a new relationship with familiarity. It's like dating a friend.
yeah. And I think at that point, maybe, and I am admitting that I'm still in my healing process. Maybe there's something within me that I have to look into, why, because that maybe I am refusing of accepting that that, not that that person could change, but that they want to evolve their view set of me. And because if they've evolved as a person, they should have been able to evolve their view of me as a person as well, and what relationship can become of it, whether it's a friendship or even business partnership too, because a
Yeah.
lot of that can probably happen.
And
um
and sometimes people aren't meant to be in that mindset, right? Sometimes people aren't meant to be together in that relationship sense. Sometimes y'all meant to be friends, and sometimes friends have very strong chemistry, so where they could date, but they'd rather just keep the friendship because why ruin something that you already like and that you have.
because I feel when a friendship, especially a very long friendship, because I had to end one because it tried to get messy like that. When you have one for so long, you really don't care to know that person at an intimate level, and it's just it's. I feel intimacy and sexual, not sexuality, but sexual intimacy are kind of two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
And when you try to blur the lines of those two different types of intimacy, it's kind of oh, whoa, what is actually platonic love and what is like romantic love, and you can't confuse your friends for your romantic like partners at times. And because like a romantic partner is supposed to on I feel like you can't talk to your friends sometimes about things that you can talk to your romantic partner about.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of.
And vice versa.
Yeah. And like certain things need to go to certain like groups when you talk about certain topics. So like I feel like
I,
you should not blur what is like you shouldn't blur like what you are able to like do and like say. It's very hard for me to explain. Like
I think it's based off of.
yeah, I'm gonna let you talk because I want to actually like really think about like how I want to work this go.
Yeah, I think it's based off of like your chemistry and how you guys like interact, right? I think because like you said, everybody has like their certain like niche where you want to put them at.
Oh,
right?
don't hit the mic.
I'm sorry.
You
not the
good.
mic. But everybody has like their certain niche where you want to put them at, right? But the other thing is also, sometimes your friend, just like your partner, may make you feel safe, and that might be the feeling that feels the same between the two, right?
That's where the blurring probably will start.
Yeah.
Kinda.
And sometimes people get that safe feeling and they feel like, oh, well, maybe we're supposed to date because they don't understand the nuances of friendship and like, for some people who have never really truly experienced like a real friend, right? They sometimes are like, okay, well, the only way that I can like secure this is if we date. Only way I can secure this is if we are
Secure
together.
you in my life, kind of.
Exactly.
But then there becomes a risk of like the relationship ending on like it could end on good terms and like you guys
It could.
yeah,
I mean,
and still be friends, but I wouldn't put that risk of the friendship completely ending because we didn't turn out well. So like
and that's a decision you have to be willing to make. Sometimes people are willing to give up the friendship to try to make the relationship happen, and vice versa. Some people will be like, I will not try to pursue this because I want to keep you as a friend. I want this to be like I like this. Right?
it's so funny that in so many like Disney Channel s like sitcoms back in the day, there were so many instances of like, for example, fucking Life of a Teenage Robot did this shit, and
Nickelodeon.
yeah, Nickelodeon just like a lot of our media back in the day kind of like really emphasized like, hey, we should just be friends, but it always showed like the reaction of the guy always going over the top. And it's kind of like weird that we're seeing that happening just in real life in general. Like, it's kind of disheartening that, like, yo, that was just, why am I out of focus? What the fudge? Regardless. Yeah, no, it's just disheartening that, like, I don't know. You don't have to. You just feel safe. You don't have to like blur it in with sex. That's literally it. Don't blur it in with sex.
I think sex sometimes confuses things too because I think having sex with people can cause also feelings, and a lot of people don't talk about it. But like when you have sex with someone, you are definitely intertwining with them on multiple levels, not just physically, but like emotionally, spiritually. Like you become intertwined during that moment, and you sometimes people don't like who they are on the outside and who they are elsewhere. They don't match up, and you can feel that during that like experience. And sometimes people don't like know how to like pick up or handle it, and like how to like move with that, and you also just gotta be like just careful with who you like open yourself up to.
Alrighty. I honestly really feel like we should stop now
Yeah.
because I am getting hungry. So thank you so much, Love Bugs. That was awesome. Thank you so much for joining. Hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Whenever I feel like doing another like stream or podcast again, just rambling about shit. Once again, hit up my homie King socials. Say them again.
All right, so you can follow me on Instagram at King Melanova and also on YouTube at the same thing.
Hey, they'll probably be up here somewhere. But alrighty, I'll see you guys next time.
Catch us in the next video.
Yo. Oh, I need to stop now. Stop. Yes. Goodbye.